Thank you very much, Vin, for your kind introduction. Thanks also for keeping an eye out for my daughter when you go up to visit that school. I'm delighted to be here to join the National Endowment for Democracy in honoring Max Kampelman for his contributions to diplomacy, to the diplomacy of democracy and human rights. Ambassador Kampelman's contributions have been a force for freedom in the world, and they will remain so well into the future. I know that over the years, Ambassador Kampelman has drawn inspiration from Reinhold Niebuhr, another great thinker on the subject of democracy, and he's often spoken about the need to practice diplomacy in a way that looks beyond what is today towards what ought to be tomorrow. Ambassador Kampelman's efforts over the decades have helped to shape a world today that for millions of men and women is a far freer, better, safer place to live. Max's pioneering work advancing the Helsinki process, now the OSCE, stands as a dramatic case in point. He tirelessly worked with allies and friends to transform the Helsinki Accord's principles linking security among states to respect for human rights within states. As Henry Kissinger has said, the Helsinki process, and I quote, established an internationally recognized standard for human rights, now generally accepted as having hastened the collapse of the former Soviet empire, end of quote. Today, the breakthrough human rights and democracy provisions and mechanisms of the OSCE that Ambassador Kampelman negotiated in Madrid, Copenhagen, Geneva, and Moscow serve as the gold standards that other regional organizations refer to as they develop their own norms and procedures. In Madrid, in the Cold War years of the late 1970s and early 1980s, Max Kampelman not only led the United States delegation, he effectively led the entire group of Western nations. In a series of devastating interventions, he laid bare the failures of totalitarian states to respect the rights and provide for the needs of their own people. Eyewitnesses report that when Ambassador Kampelman spoke in the plenary hall, the members of the Warsaw Pact delegations listened to his interventions with rapt attention. They knew that they were hearing the truth. Max's principled stand on Bosnia in the 1990s, his service on the boards of Freedom House and the U.S. Institute of Peace and other public policy institutions, his groundwork efforts to establish the community of democracies, to name just a few of his efforts outside the government, are a testament to his sustained commitment to human dignity and democracy as agents of political change. Max, I want to thank you on behalf of the many men and women of the Department of State to whom you have so generously given your advice and encouragement over the years. Scores of young officers who had the privilege of serving on your delegations have gone on in their own professional lives to ensure that the protection and promotion of human rights and democracy are part and parcel of American diplomacy. As Niebuhr said, nothing that is worth doing can be achieved in a lifetime. Therefore, we must be saved by hope. That may be so, but Max, in your lifetime, you have done much worth doing, and you have achieved much for humankind. You have expanded the realm of the possible. You have helped to create new realities and give rise to fresh hope for freedom across the globe. We salute you and congratulate you on the receipt of the Democracy Service Medal. It is only fitting that you too should receive an honor that has been bestowed on some of the very heroes of human rights and democracy that you have defended so wisely and so well. Congratulations.